Imagine you're standing at the edge of a diving platform at the very top of the tower. You're looking down at the water below. Do your knees feel a little bit weak? Is your stomach fluttering? Well, that's fear. Now, replace that diving platform with the prospect of buying a franchise, and you've got a good idea as to what many prospective franchise owners feel. Welcome back to the Franchise Guide. I'm Mike Martuza, longtime franchise consultant and a former multiple time franchise owner. Today, we're jumping into a topic that's as universal as it is challenging: fear in the context of buying a franchise. Whether you want to call it fear, anxiety, uncertainty, or cold feet, this feeling is a rite of passage for almost every entrepreneur. But here's the thing: addressing this fear isn't just important, it's going to be critical to your ongoing success. So let's break it down a little bit and see what's going on. Most fears are going to stem from one of two areas. The first being financial uncertainty. Will I be able to make ends meet? The second, career change. Am I really cut out to do something like this? These fears are not only normal, they're expected. Feeling fear doesn't mean you're making the wrong decision. It often means you're on the brink of something really big. Let's think about this from a psychological perspective for a moment. Fear in decision making often stems from our innate desire for safety and stability. You're leaving your comfort zone and your brain is sending out all sorts of alarm bells. This is where risk aversion comes into play. It's our natural tendency to prefer a sure thing over an uncertain outcome, even if that uncertain outcome could be much better. But remember, without risk, there's often no reward. One of people's biggest fears is saying goodbye to that steady paycheck. The thought of investing a significant amount of money without the certainty of immediate returns can be downright terrifying. You might be worried about the initial investment, ongoing costs, and the big looming what if of financial failure. These are all valid concerns, but they're also manageable with the right approach. Also, leaving a known job situation for the unknown world of business ownership is sort of like jumping out of a plane. You know you have a parachute, but there's still going to be that moment of, what am I doing? You might be concerned about adapting to your new role as business owner, managing employees, handling operations, being the decision maker. That's a lot to take on. But you have to remember that many people before you have made this leap and landed on their feet. Now that we looked into what sort of causes fear, let's talk about how to overcome it. The key is going to be preparedness. By arming yourself with knowledge and support, you can face fears head on. Knowledge is the true power here. Dive deep into researching your chosen franchise. Speak with current franchisees. They've been in your shoes and can offer invaluable insights. The other way to gain knowledge is working with a franchise consultant or hiring a franchise attorney to review the documents before you buy. Next, create a detailed business plan. It's not just a document, it's your roadmap to success. And if you need to, consult with financial advisors who can help you understand the numbers and plan for various scenarios. And don't forget to thoroughly review the franchise disclosure document. This critical document contains everything from fees to expectations and will help you make an informed decision. Now remember, you don't have to do this alone. Your family's support can be a game changer. Discuss your plans with them because the importance of their encouragement cannot be understated. Additionally, you can join entrepreneurial groups. Connecting with others on the same journey can provide both practical advice and emotional support. And finally, if possible, find a mentor in the franchise industry. Their experience and guidance can be invaluable as you navigate this new terrain. Let's discuss turning this fear into motivation. What if you were actually told that fear could be your greatest asset? It's a sign that you're probably doing something important, something with real potential. Fear can drive you to be more thorough, to ask the right questions, to prepare more diligently. Many successful franchisees look back on their initial fears as the very thing that pushed them to succeed. Pay attention to what scares you the most. It's highlighting areas that you need more of your focus on. This is called productive anxiety. It's not about eliminating fear, but channeling it into positive action. Try this. Every time you feel that fear creeping in, ask yourself, what action can I take to address this concern right now? Turn that nervous energy into research, planning, or reaching out to mentors. As we wrap up here, remember this: fear in the franchise buying process is not just normal, it's nearly universal. But with preparation, education, and the right mindset, you can face these fears and come out stronger on the other side. Overcoming fear is just part of the entrepreneurial journey. It's a sign of growth, of stepping into something bigger than yourself. So you have to figure, are you ready to take that step? Every successful franchise owner once stood where you're standing now. They felt the fear and they did it anyway. Keep learning, keep preparing, and most importantly, keep moving forward.